these two very wonderful people on stage with me, Tiska and Imtiaz. It's very rare actually to find people in Bollywood, I think, who keep the drama simply to on screen and not off. So you're going to learn a lot from them today. So make sure you take lots of notes, and even if you don't take lots of notes, well, just buy the book. That's what it's all about. Tiska, obviously first, starting with you. Writing a book, they say, can be a kind of solitary pursuit, so to speak. But you had a lot of cheerleaders as well. I'm guessing in your husband and also in Imtiaz. I love what you've written at the back, by the way. Pretty woman writes a smart book. Very basic and to the point.
It's solitary, and also it takes some getting used to, especially for people around you. I'm actually a housewife most of the time. So people at home used to find it very odd. Especially मैं किताब लिख रही हूँ, दीदी वो बल्ब नहीं काम कर रहा है और भिंडी बनानी है कि, and I would be like, I'm writing a book.
Yeah.
Do you not understand?
It's a very literary pursuit.
It's I'm doing something serious. Do you not get that? And they would be like, "Nahi, but Didi," and I was like, "Okay, so here I'm wearing heels, I'm wearing earrings, I'm wearing makeup, and I'm going to sit on the laptop. Please understand, this is work." So it was for my family to get and staff to get used to the fact that I was actually working. Was unusual, and at home.
Yeah.
So then work means, okay, you're going out, you're shooting, and that's work, and you come back home, and then you're back to being housewife.
Absolutely.
So that was the solitary part. So there's not much solitary happening there.
Imtiaz, you were a big cheerleader, obviously, for Tiska. What did you feel when, because you guys go back a long way, and Tiska told me, I'm really going to take his trip today on stage. So
actually,
obviously it's a very common relationship. Why is that?
No.
The tables have been turned now.
Yeah.
So what was your reaction when you first heard that she's writing a book?
Actually, I had spoken to her about, she told me about the book while she was writing it, and this, she, I think, had met a few of the usual suspects, me being one of them, to figure out what to write, how to write it, etc. So I don't know what I spoke, I don't remember, it was a very long session. And anyway, so then, but I was very impressed by the fact that she's actually writing a book on this.
Yeah.
And it's out now, and I'm still waiting to really read it. I just kind of glimpsed through it.
Yeah.
And my reaction was that, wow, and I knew that she's an intelligent girl, because she's been to the same college as me.
So it's all about the same college.
So, but she was talking with a great deal of perception, and I think my feeling was that this book, if written well, is going to be very helpful for
those millions of people who want to become actors.
Absolutely. And another interesting comment was that you said it saves groping in the dark time journey. Tiska, was that what it was all about really? Like when newcomers come to Bombay, who are you really targeting this book at?
Essentially two sorts of people. Cinema, as you know, other than cricket, is a sort of religion for Indians. And you get asked all kinds of inane questions. I mean, they're inane to us because we're so used to those sort of things that we take for granted. For example, they ask you things like, "आप shooting के बाद आपके कपड़ों का क्या होता है?" And you're thinking, मतलब क्या होता है? Dress man लेके चला जाता है, क्या होता है? But they ask you questions like that, and then they ask you कि आप बार-बार वही shot करते जाते हैं, आप बोर नहीं होते हैं? So the film buff is not your duffer person who comes and watches movies. They also want to know कि पीछे से क्या होता है. जब हमको तो आपने edit करके इतना सा director जब कहानी बताता है तो that's only like maybe over 2 or 3 or 5% of what the director wants you to see. So he's pieced together what is relevant to the story. But there are many, because life is happening also as it's happening. The matrix of life is unfolding. So there are relationships being formed. There's, a dress man who can, sing, and there's somebody else who, the ambassador of Greece, has come and visited the shoot, and he's, how he's a Bollywood buff and he's seen Sholay 17 times, and so all these kinds of interesting things that Hindi movies do to people. And in Russia something is happening, and so it's affecting the world. So it's all that goes in. So for the film buff who's interested in knowing what actually happens at the heart of movies, plus also for the aspiring actor, obviously. So groping in the dark for sure, because there is a great deal of areas which are unfamiliar and uncharted. So I would hope that there would be some kind of flag posts to say. Of course, there's no.
A little bit of a game plan, so to speak.
Yeah, but because it is a creative field, you can't really say that, okay, I went to IIT and then I went to IIM and then I got picked up from campus recruitment and then so and so. But there isn't such a game plan for an actor. Many actors get recruited in coffee shops, and Imtiaz goes to Prague to cast non-Indian actors. Whatever, so he
All the ticket prices to Prague are all going to shoot up now.
yeah, so he's, so you can find people anywhere. But having said that, I hope that there is some sense made out of the chaos.
Is there a bit of a dangerous myth though that that directors are sitting in these coffee shops kind of casting people, so a lot of people think that okay, this is going to happen to me as well. Do you want to also kind of maintain a little bit of the reality of that situation? Does that really happen that much?
Ask him about the casting couch.
Yeah, I'd like to speak about the casting couch now.
That's what everyone wants to know.
Yeah, just save it for the last. Yeah.
Everybody wants to know about the casting couch. Yeah, everybody wants to know about the casting.
But one thing I'd like to say about all that Tiska said right now, it gave me the impression that the book is also written to tell the world how hard an actor works. Because she said with a lot of disgust that directors keep only this much of the edited portion. There are so many takes and so much that goes on, we work so hard. So somebody, you have to tell the world that, we work so hard. It's not only that these 2 minutes that have been taken to shoot the scene of 2 minutes. But so a lot of myths. Or a lot of questions, I think, for people, and everybody's interested. People in villages want to know, ये बार-बार करते हैं, वो क्यों करते हैं? बहुत सुना बड़ा boring होता है shooting. I don't know why is it so boring, and how can I get tired of gaping at my star after 5 minutes? घर जाते हैं, so they don't know what this guy does behind what happens, of course. But there are also certain more insightful things over there than the obvious. For instance, I think it was Robert De Niro who was asked why actors who work the least in a film unit perhaps get paid the most. So, because you hardly work. So he said, well, we are not paid for acting. That we would do anyway, free of cost. We get paid for waiting. Nobody waits as much as us. And what happens when you are on the set for so long, waiting, preparing? That is one thing that is very intriguing, and that I think also in some sort of a way, sitting in on the side makes your performance better or worse, makes your profession and your life better or worse. I couldn't be an actor because of that, I think.
Because of the waiting.
Because what do you do, man?
Does anyone want to reply to that? It's not just about the waiting.
I was going to say that there's other reasons that he didn't become an actor, but more on that later.
Because I had the talent to direct, unlike some people.
Yeah, I think the waiting can be arduous. Having said that, there is a whole lot of this idea of serious actor, dramatic actors staying in character, and then people walking around with this big cloud on their head and holding this posture or body language. I've always found that rather odd.
Also, you don't buy into that school of thought.
I don't think so. It doesn't. Maybe that's not my method, but there must be somebody's method, obviously, because people do it and it does work. However, I do think that what Anupam Kher said to me when I met him, I think my second day in Bombay, I'd gone along with his makeup man to meet him because he was the only star I had the chance to encounter. So he said, actor banne aayi ho? Acha, bahut acha. Like reading books? I said, yeah, a lot. He said, very good. And किसी भी टाइम सो सकती हो? So I looked at him. I said, किसी के साथ या ऐसे अकेले ही? So he said, नहीं अकेले अपने आप के साथ जल्दी से सो सकती हो? So he said, I said, हाँ खड़े भी सो सकती हूँ. So he said, good, then you can survive the film industry because it's about how much you can actually get to rest between, because it it's excruciatingly painful to wait for sometimes 5 or 6 hours, or, waiting for magic hour, 4 baje, subah, sham, agla shot, sham ko, 5 baje. So you have to wait for certain set conditions or wait for snow to fall so that you can get a fresh patch of snow. Other such things which and then you find, because people in who actually becomes an actor, somebody who thinks he's special, somebody who thinks he's got an oddball gift, somebody who thinks कि अपने गली कूचे में हम तो entertainer ही है, हम तो और हमको यही करना है, somebody with quirks and somebody who's got something going on, खलबली going on inside. So then you put a bunch of these kind of people together, तो कुछ तो खटपट होगी, कुछ ego, कुछ trouble, कुछ मस्ती, कुछ something will happen. And sometimes a strange harmony occurs and fantastic friendships are formed and a magical piece of work happens, and so it's all of that. So it's this exploring this whole dynamic, the harmonizing, the disharmony, the various things that can happen.
No, and talking about egos, Imtiaz, we were talking about you earlier, as you probably figured, and she said, you're a very old, pure soul. So she said good things about you also.
No.
So she said you're a very old, pure soul and very Zen-like. So how do you manage to be so Zen-like in the midst of all these egos? Because the film industry is full of big egos.
You know what, I have only good things to say about people in the film industry, unfortunately, because I think they've been very good and appreciative. Nobody has really accepted me in the way that the film industry has, I think. Even college there was politics.
Have you tried other places?
Not the ones you've tried, Tiska, but I've tried some, okay?
Lots of ouch moments here today, obviously. And movies are of course about creating magic, and I think that's what happens. And the waiting game, I'm assuming, is not part of that magic. But for a lot of people, it's waiting also for that right role. So we were talking about this as well, and when is there a fine line between being determined to succeed and being delusional about it? How do you figure that out? It's a tough one, right?
There's no answer. Really, there's no answer. I have seen so many people at RTO being agents now. Actor बनने आया था, so you go to make your driving license renewal thing, and he does the job, and he says, "Sir, कोई role होगा तो दीजिएगा." I've come to become an actor, and Bombay, and especially the west of Bombay, is teeming with people like that. And then
my mother used to say I look better than they've done. So why not me? There's no answer. Maybe him, who knows? And the amount of time that you can spend depends on who you are, what kind of person you are, how much money you have, and a lot of other factors. How irresponsible can you, how much guilt can you take of just sitting and doing nothing? You can't, an actor, I think a big tragedy of being an actor is that you can't do it alone. A singer can do riyaz. A director or a writer can think, he can write down, he can do short. Every creative artist can do something alone, I think. Even a dancer can dance, An actor can't do, it's stupid. It's not the same thing. He needs interaction, he needs another actor perhaps, or a script, somebody to write, or a director. You need a team.
You need energy to feed off.
Exactly.
And an audience.
And and an audience perhaps. So see, an audience even a dancer would need, but an actor would need a script at least. He's not a writer, he's not going to write his own script. And he needs somebody to act with.
Just, I'm sure there have been low points for you as well, in terms of you're wondering. Also, does one just choose any work that comes your way, because there's a temptation for that as well. You start, you hear about people, I'm very picky about my roles and things like that, but you can be picky only when you can afford to be picky also, right? Sure. So, what do you have to say about that? Is it about the quality rather than the quantity, or?
I would say read the book, because it's precisely this that is the crux. The crux, and amongst the many other things that the book talks about. This something Bimal Parekh, you know Bimal, right? He's the industry's best kept secret. He's the CA to the stars. So he's Amir Khan, this that everybody's chartered accountant, and he tells them how to plan their money, and also because he's so wise, and he says, I like to see my actors make money, and he advises them on many things. So Amir, for example, will not. This is off record. Huh?
Come on.
In a room full of media people, it's off record. So late for that.
So he won't buy a chewing gum without his permission, so as to say. So Bimal said something which is very, very pertinent. He said, I was asking him about what are the essentials of a contract for an actor. So he said, the first essential is to have an exit clause. But he said more important is to have an exit clause to your struggle. He says, I've seen far too many 40-year-old strugglers in Bombay. And that just, kind of stayed with me, that people continue to struggle, with this hope of finding the promised land. And bas kal ho jayega, bas kal ho jayega. And talking of RTO, there's this interesting story about this guy called Abdul Bastar, who's the industry's brand ambassador to the RTO. आप जाइए कटिंग चाय पीजिए उनके साथ और वो आपका ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस रिन्यू कराना जो भी कराना है RTO में वो करा देंगे आपका व्हीकल कुछ स्पेशल नंबर चाहिए आपको आपकी गाड़ी के लिए वो दिला देंगे सब कुछ कर देंगे एंड ही नियरली डिड अ फिल्म विद रानी मुखर्जी till the producers 2 days before the film was supposed to start the producer's office was raided for tax and the film never started and so today and then there's so many people who've nearly done a film with Shah Rukh and nearly done a film with Salman and nearly done a so there's so many nearlies and then people buy into this story about how Kangana Ranaut was picked up at a coffee shop by Anurag Basu and she actually was but will you get picked up? Will that happen to you? We don't know, but is there another way to do it to make sure that good things will happen to you? So there are, there's theatre, there's solid hard work, there's other ways to go about it. So that's the kind of stuff I've tried to discuss.
And also, persistence obviously pays. We know that, people are very persistent in wanting to meet a particular director. Yes, I'm sure you have this all the time. But what's that line between persistence and someone just turning into a stalker with you? I'm sure there have been weird incidences also of people just, getting into your space a little bit too much as well. Does that happen with you? Like asking you for a role, things like that. Does that happen at all?
It used to happen before, when I used to also secretly enjoy it a little bit.
You secretly enjoy it?
Yeah, the attention people. But then after I think a month of being the director, I lost that. And weird stories have happened to more weird people like my other friend directors, Anurag Kashyap and all. Yeah. But not so much to me. People the point is that they will want to talk to you. They will want you to tell you that I want to act in your movie or I want to assist you or be a part of the movie that you're making in any capacity. Of course they will. I mean, I have no right to... and tomorrow when I'm looking for a particular kind of character, I'll be stalking people. It is always a bigger deal for a director to cast somebody rather than for that actor to get cast, because I'm looking at something very specific. And I can't even explain it to the world that why I'm looking for that, So it's an equal thing. So it's in my business to keep in touch. So I can't get pissed off about it. But yeah, I cannot only be doing that because I also have my work, the main work to do. So I feel that what I've done is that I've just tried to make it clear that abhi now I am not casting, so I can't cast. That kind of thing.
Okay, so you draw.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that works, because see, I came into the city and I was calling people, I still call people still don't take my calls. That will continue for life. So I know where that guy is coming from.
People who don't take your calls, I'd be very interested to know who these people are.
Okay.
Off camera, off record.
You'll know. But so I know where he's coming from. And what would I have said to myself in that situation is what I try to say, that casting is over. I'm going to shoot now, obviously I'm not casting. And that word goes around, and I've found that the most persistent actors, once you, or not only actors but anybody, once you tell them what the true picture is and then they are convinced, they stop.
Just also there was a very interesting point in the book where you talk about the eternal struggler and how Imtiaz claims he likes being stalked, which I highly doubt. There are some people who also like the struggle, you feel, or who just kind of give in to the struggle, the eternal strugglers.
I think there's a personality type, you know. There are like in anything else. There's personality types. Like कुछ लोग होते हैं वो you know सुबह निकलेंगे और यहाँ जाएंगे वहाँ जाएंगे रोंदू सी शक्ल लेके. The whole idea है इसके हम पर पता है क्या यहाँ पे तो ना स्टार के बच्चों को ही काम मिलता है. पर पता है यही होता है यहाँ पे. आप पहले से ही जा रहे हो ना लेके अपने दिमाग में तो what the hell are you expecting? And then you come back and you feel very satisfied with the fact that you've gone to 10 places, and because you've gone for that. You've not gone to crack the code. You've not gone to excel. You've not gone to say, okay, let me see how far I can push myself. You'd gone because you had decided to go to 10 places. आप खाना पूर्ति करने गए थे. Like बाबू कि मैं 10 बजे पहुंचूंगा और 5 बजे मेरा टाइम हो गया, फाइल हटाओ साइड करो, मेरे को जाना है घर. पर एक्टिंग उस तरह का काम ही नहीं है. आपको जिस तरह का फतूर और जुनून जिसकी ज़रूरत है, which is it is of an insane kind. Like for example, one of the actors I spoke to. He was working as a chemical engineer in some petrochem factory, and he one fine day went to see a play, and he said कि करना है तो मेरे को यही करना है ज़िंदगी में और कुछ करना ही नहीं है. And then he went to Delhi. He left his job. He was an engineer. He quit and he went to Delhi and started working as a night watchman in Shahadra in a plastic factory, and watched 200 plays before he could approach the director to give him a tiny role where he was doing backstage. Then he did 1,000 plays before he joined NSD. So you know, I mean, they love the job. They don't care कि अब इसका आगे क्या होगा. आपको एक्टिंग में ही इतने मजे आ रहे हैं, आपको आगे क्या होता है वो होगा जो होगा. यार मेरे को तो इसी में मजे आ रहे हैं. Inevitably, the idea is that are you so goal driven or are you process driven? Exactly. You know, so if you're enjoying the act of doing acting, if you enjoy giving a laugh, आप हंस दिए ना, अब मेरे को बड़ा मजा आ गया. So then that is the fun. That is the fun of acting. That you know, you make people laugh, you make them cry, you give them little yayas, so they go back thinking हाँ कुछ different experience आया जिंदगी का, जो हमने जिंदगी को इस तरीके से देखा नहीं था. So if you enjoy that, then you are good to be an actor. But if you're thinking कि मेरे पास 7 series गाड़ी होगी और मैं ऐसे पेंट हाउस में रहूँगा, पापा को दिखाऊंगा मैं कि मैं फिर कुछ और ही कर लो, स्टॉक मार्केट या
So I think that process of struggle is some sort of a process of deselection. But at the same time, it's unfortunate that there's very little space on top. You know, the fallout ratio or the probability ratio is very little.
So you want to make sure people understand that.
People understand that, and yeah, and definitely I think she must have written, because she was talking so intelligently, she must have written the book well. The fact is that, yeah, don't come for the wrong reasons, man.
Yeah.
Don't come for casting couch, for instance.
We're back to the very important point. So does it exist or not? Who's going to answer that question?
I'm going to answer that question first, because it's a deeper hurt in me than her, I'm sure. Because, see, I come from a small town, okay? Then I've been to Hindu in Delhi and all of that. Yeah, lambi kahani, pani wani pee lete hain. The point is that, so my friends, you know, I'd never seen anybody who'd even seen shooting. So then I come here and I become a director in movies. Now all my old friends want to know.
That's what everyone wants to do.
Right?
With the raised eyebrows.
So then listen, did you, or you know, that one, did it happen? All these beautiful, glamorous girls come and, you know, they want to meet you, man. And you can do, you're a film director. The point is, I've never been even propositioned or hinted at about casting couch by any girl. Never. It's so unfortunate. And then when I tell my friends, when I tell my friends that don't believe it, they say, "Yeah, come on." I said, it's not that I'm a sage, but it's never happened. And then all my other friends keep telling me that, what are you saying? It happened and all that. But it doesn't happen to me. So I'm really hurt about the fact that, to my knowledge, casting couch doesn't exist. to me too. I've never seen it, man. I've only heard. Then I asked Sunny Deol once, that you've been in the industry for so long. Casting couch. See, two people get interested or whatever shit, that's not casting couch. But does casting couch exist? So he says, hote hi hoga. So I said, no, but aapne dekha hai. Do you have direct evidence? So he said, no, actually no. I've only heard. So now he's born to the film industry. So he also had, and now I feel that any girl who actually hints or propositions the fact that she's going to sleep with me for a role, I'll just not cast her. अब इतना खराब हो गया ना, दिल इतना खराब हो चुका है. No, because what's happening is that it's something is not right. For instance, somebody says, please take me for a role. Please, I beg of you, मैं मर रहा हूँ भूख से. My first instinct is that does he really respect himself? Does he know what he's talking about? Is he begging? I get pissed off. Somehow I feel it's not right. I think a girl or a guy being in a situation like that and offering that, it's the wrong energy.
So casting couch is an urban legend, at least from what India seems to be saying. Jiska, of course, has a different viewpoint on this one.
I do completely. I think that it is very, very much existent, but it's existent in almost every business. It's there in the airlines, it's there in the corporate sector, I'm sure it's there in everything. It's a question of the fact that actors are far more visible, better looking and easier to talk about and more fun to talk about. So it gets talked about and magazines sell because, so and so, and so and so. So who's interested if, some corporate type is, unless they're like some very well-known corporate type. So the point is that, which is one of the, that was a key point. I was speaking to Raju Hirani and Abhijat Joshi, who's his writer, the writer of Munna Bhai and also PK, the film that's coming up and all of that. He said, वो इधर घूम रहे थे when I was speaking to Raju, तो he came, चलते हुए आ गए और वो वहाँ पे बैठ गए, and he came and he sat down with like vehemence कि मेरे को इस बारे में बोलना है. So when Raju was speaking, वो बीच-बीच में ऐसे आते जाते रहे, like कि अभी मैं बोलूँगा, and then he said कि ना ये वाला point, एक second, ये वाला point ज़रूर बोलना कि कोई भी serious director आपको एक 20, 30, 40 करोड़ की फिल्म के लिए कोई चीज जो कुछ हजारों में उसको मिल जाएगी या easily मिल जाती है, which is we're talking about a sexual encounter. Why would he want to risk that? So it is actually a con game. वो आपको बता रहे हैं कि आपको रोल मिल जाएगा, पर अगर वो रोल शायद आपको वैसे भी मिल जाता अगर आपको मिलना है, और अगर नहीं मिलना है तो फिर आपको साइड में लैंप पोस्ट बना के खड़ा कर देंगे और इस डर से कि आप अपना मुंह खोल देंगे और बता देंगे 10 लोगों के कि आपको वो रोल भी कैसे मिला, वो आपको शायद उधर से भी जल्दी से 1 या 2 दिन में रफा दफा कर देंगे.
I totally agree. I completely agree.
So how does one handle a situation like this? Say you are the one who's
in 350 rupees, you will get the answer to that. इससे ज़्यादा हम आपको आज नहीं बता सकते.
Okay then, good teaser. Should we ask, go across to the audience and see if they have any questions for the two of you? I'm sure they do. Though you really covered quite a bit. Is there anyone who would like to ask Jiska if he has a question?
Yeah, I was just discussing with Jiska about the difference between a star and being an actor. There is a difference. Like they say, most all stars are not all actors can be stars. So on that note, it is very important now. Probably things have changed, but being good looking, the conventional beauty that Bollywood had once admired, and I think still is a little obsessed with. Now I think the quotient has decreased. Probably there are actors like Nawaz who might not fit into the conventional category, get chances, and the talent is what they focus on. But on that note, do you think that becomes a big factor also? How you look. A lot of people focus a lot on that. Now with obviously the six-pack and being fit and all that is okay, but just the fact that you are beautiful, and since I look so good, I can be an actor, because there are a lot of actors, female or male, who are good looking yet might not be great. You know, a lot of stars who might not be that great actors. So that kind of inspires them. A lot of people say that. Anything that you want to comment on it?
Yeah, the good look is not acting, for sure. Everyone who's good looking cannot be an actor or should not be going into acting. At the same time, an actor looking good the best that he can and different things is great. There's no problem with an actor being good looking either. But I do understand, out of my experience in watching movies from various cultures, that it's not only it's not like Shah Rukh was not supposed to be very good looking, right? Or Bachchan Saab, when they came into the film industry. There are only very few very successful actors. In fact, there are more people who were not supposed to be good looking who've been really successful as star actors. You know, I'm not talking about the others only. So there is a correlation of some sort, but I think more than everything else, it's about acting. I feel that when an actor does his job well, he looks good.
Sure. Tiska, to add and modify the question for you a little bit, a lot of strugglers who come into the industry only want to be the leading actor. Now, even that poses a problem, like you might not fit into the particular leading actor's role or character, but you still don't want to be like a second lead because that's a second lead. You want to debut as the lead. That poses a lot of issues as well, don't you think so? Because, you know, if you're an actor, you'd be comfortable doing anything. Precisely.
The concept of pure acting, I mean, if one were to talk about just acting, should be largely devoid of ego. Because when you're assuming another, almost taking on another life into yourself, right next to your skin, so that you are almost not there, but another person is living in you, and so much so that you're dreaming that person's dreams. That real does that other life become to you? There's not much place left for ego. But if you're constantly planning and contriving and saying कि इससे मैं यहाँ पहुँचूँगी और इससे मेरे साथ ये होगा वो होगा, career moves and ये सब, I think that if you put in a very special kind of heart and soul into a performance, even if it's 2 scenes or 4 scenes, there's something about the truth which is just so visible to the audience. They will take you home with them. Yeah. That will just go. It happened to me one time in Tare where my role was not huge. But throughout I believed so much in that story, and I had a brilliant director. And I could believe that story completely. So it was not a very hard jump for me. And I really was dying to do good work. There was nothing more important in my life at that point other than that film. I was ready to, like, we were supposed to shoot for 1 month, we shot for 8 months. And so I didn't mind nothing. You know, kahin pe bhi shoot karo, kuch bhi karo, din, raat, subah, sham, it did nothing matter. It was just ke, haan, ye bahut maze aa rahe hain. Those few precious moments that we got to do, try out a few different things with the character was just so much fun. So, and it opened up the gates of much more work. So I think the important thing is that people are beginning to recognize that. Actors are beginning to recognize that the opportunity will come from where? आप टीम के साइड पे बैठ के तो स्विमिंग सीख ही नहीं सकते ना. मझधार में आओगे तभी तो आप सीखोगे कि यहाँ पत्थर है, यहाँ पे बड़ी मछलियाँ हैं, यहाँ पे ये और इस तरह से स्विमिंग सीखनी. और टक्कर भी खाओगे, गलत भी करोगे, अच्छा भी करोगे, but that's how you will learn. There is actually no other real way, concrete way to learn how to practice the craft, except with real people. As he said, it's in that sense a community activity. So I think part of what I've also discussed in the book is this, that there is a chapter called Star versus the Actor. So we'll discuss that at length from many people's perspective. Shabana ji has spoken about it, Anil has spoken about it, many people have spoken about it.
You've kind of experimented with them when it comes to female characters, and the characters have been very strong. Yet you have chosen to take people who are relatively new. Most of them at the end they say, I didn't know I had the ability to act. It was Imtiaz who took it out of me. And you know, a lot of them at the end say this. And I think also when it came, let's for example, let's start with Nargis. in whether it's in Rockstar, and now I think Alia, we haven't seen the movie, but I'm sure it is going to be great. Even she says, I don't think I had the ability to bring this out, and when a director like Imtiaz comes, it becomes easier. Would you agree the director also has this huge role in bringing out that actor inside a person?
See, it says, I think a director's job is in that direction for sure. He should at least create an atmosphere which is conducive to somebody performing well, an actor acting well. I think it's a collaboration. Just like an actor acting well makes the film better, right? So who's doing whose job? There's an overlapping area over there.
Spent about 5 or 6 hours when we were talking about the book with Imtiaz. There's a particular kind of energy that he has. He likes you as you are. There is no sense of wanting to alter you in any way. And it's that letting somebody be with or without, wherever you are in your growth process, or whatever mistakes you're making or however you're going, and that letting be creates a sense of trust and freedom, wherein you're able to come up with a lot better of yourself. And the acting process is about this sort of trust, I feel. That it's like how I understand it is, correct me if I'm wrong, is like there's a pipe, which is the director, and there's a tap, which is the actor. It is out of the actor that the director's emotion must flow. Because ultimately it's the director who sees the larger picture, because only he can actually see the film in his head. The actor can only at best see it fractionally. और if you're more evolved तो आप थोड़ा और ज़्यादा देख लोगे, पर actor को हमेशा लगा रहता है कि इसमें तो मेरा कुछ काम ही नहीं है, या मेरी तो लाइनें ही नहीं है यहाँ पे, और मेरा एंगल ठीक नहीं है, वो थोड़ा माइक्रो पर्सपेक्टिव होता है. But when it comes to a director, he can see it, and if you can trust that he's going to do the best for this whole thing, and so if you and the director can sort of fuse like a pipe and a tap, then that the emotion that he's trying to extract from you will come out very beautifully, and that trust, when it's formed, can be a very solid bond, So that's something which he, in that longish evening that I spent with him, it was, I could sense that great sense of warmth that he creates. No. इसके बाद बस और ही अच्छी बात है. This was a Dali moment. Yeah.
What really inspired you to write the book?
My parents always, when I told them I want to be an actor, my dad, I still remember the look on his face. He looked at me and he said, "Really? Actor? Why?" All those years back. Because he just couldn't understand why I wanted to be an actor. He thought it was a very silly thing to do. He thought कुछ IFS में जाएगी या IRS में जाएगी, कुछ अच्छा काम करेगी लाइफ में, कि क्या करिए, बोला एक्टिंग क्या है, ये क्या है. हमारी फैमिली में कोई, there was nobody who became an actor, and they always thought that I would be a journalist, or like Christiana Amanpour, or closer home like Barkha Dutt, cover important stories and do something, दुनिया को बदलूंगी किसी तरह से. But all I really wanted to do was act. So there was a natural proclivity to writing, and then I'm a literature student from the illustrious college that Imtiaz studied in, and so it was always, writing was always, I say that acting is my boyfriend. I have to chase acting a lot. Writing is like my husband. It's always around, so.
See, what happens is when you make a movie, when Zoya was making Luck by Chance, her intention was to not really educate the audience as much as it was to make an interesting film, right? But the intention of this particular book is not that. It's not a fiction story that she's written, in which the actor happens to, the prime character happens to be an actor. Over here, this is about this, and so this potentially, she's made it very easy for me actually, because a lot of people who ask these questions, and I would, if I wasn't here, I'm going to just say buy this book, You know, it's Acting Smart by Tiska Chopra. Pick it up, read it, man.
So if you want to be an actor,
Checks on the way, Imtiaz.
yeah. So if you want to be an actor, follow your heart, but remember it's all about acting smart, right? This got any.
Your checks in the mail too.
Yeah, my text is the way to do it. That's always good to hear. This got any last words?
Thank you all so much for coming, being such an attentive audience. I hope you had fun. Thank you.